Hey, welcome back to another video from GrowStacks. If you're new here, we build automations and custom web applications that help businesses run smarter without the manual work. Make sure you hit follow so you don't miss what we've got coming. So, in today's video, I want to show you something really exciting. We took a cleaning workforce automation that was running entirely behind the scenes on make.com and we rebuilt it fully custom client-facing web application. Same logic, better experience, and it now costs absolutely nothing to run. So let's get into it. So originally this system was built on make.com and every time a guest booking came into the venue of a Google Calendar. So let me first give you a bit context about the client and what they needed. So our client owns a beautiful farm venue that hosts weddings, retreats and guest stay. Bookings come in through Google Calendar and every single booking needs a professional clean before the next guest arrives. And they have a team of cleaners who need to be coordinated for every clean, and managing all of that manually through text messages every single week was becoming a real problem. So someone had to personally reach out to each cleaner, wait for their replies, follow up on non-responses and find last minute replacements if someone can. What they needed was a system that handled all that automatically so their team could focus on running the venue, not chasing cleaners on their phone. So originally the system was built on make.com. Every single time a guest booking came into the venue Google Calendar, make.com would automatically detect it, create a cleaning shift and start sending the messages to cleaner, offering them the shift, escalating through priority tiers and handling their responses. It worked, but there was a big problem. So this is the scenario that was fetching the bookings from the Google Calendar, adding them into Airtable, and it sends the message to the operations manager so that they can confirm the booking and confirm the shifts that are to be created. There are multiple use cases that are being handled from make.com, but this was causing a little bit of problem on the client side because it was not user centric. The client was not able to visualize how things were working on the back end because it's not their job to see how things are working on the back end, and it gets a little complicated when the client has to interact with the back end. There are a lot of technicalities that they might not be comfortable with and they might not be able to understand how the system works. So if they would like to adjust something in the messages that are being sent out, the messages, if they need to alter something, it was a little difficult for them. We cannot expect the client to take care of the backend if something breaks or if they do something that was not supposed to be done, and if they miss some step. It's not an ideal solution to propose to a client. So we rebuilt it from scratch as a fully custom web application using vibe coding. Same logic, same automations, but now the client has a proper dashboard that they can actually use. This is the dashboard that we've built. They can see all the pending confirmation, urgent confirmation, staffing, which bookings has fully staffed. All the alerts will be visible here and they can see all the bookings here, and if they need to confirm, they can just confirm it from here. If they need to assign a shift, they can assign it manually. They can see what is happening on the back end, how many of them have accepted, how many of the cleaners are still needed. Right now it is 3 out of 6. 3 are needed. If they need, they can create a shift for a whole venue or an individual building. They can determine the number of hours, the number of cleaners required, and they can assign the cleaners and they can create and assign the shift. They can also see the cleaner database. So how many cleaners are there that are on tier 1, they are the top priority, the tier 2, they are the second priority, and the tier 3, and they can also assess which cleaner is more reliable. If they want a scoring criteria that would determine if a tier 3 cleaner is more reliable, they can move it to tier 1 based on how many shifts they are accepting, the acceptance rate here, and they can also schedule when the bookings are to be synced, when the confirmations are to be sent. The confirmation reminder that goes to the operations manager. They can also set it dynamically. When the tier 1 cleaners would be offered a shift, that would be dynamically set by the client. They just need to toggle it on or off. And All of these things can be dynamically adjusted by the client, which flexibility was not in Make.com. So this is the whole system that we've built. It also has the system logs, adjusted something or whatever alerts or the notifications that would be coming into the application that will be coming here. If the emails are sent, they will be sent properly. If there is a health check, like the WhatsApp is not connected or the Gmail connections have expired or something, they will get the warnings here, and they can also check the connections as well. So they don't need to rely on us for anything. They don't have that dependency. They can just click on reconnect here, and whatever pop-up will open, they can just enter their password and they will be successfully reconnected into the platforms, will be successfully reconnected into the system. They also see the users. They can also add or inactivate any users who are not in their organization anymore, and if they expand, if they decide to scale this business and they need to add more people, they can simply add it from here, define their role, and if someone is not working with them right now, they can just inactive them, or they can select away if they are on holiday, or they can see every upcoming shifts, confirm it with one click, check who's been offered, who's accepted, where the escalation is, and all in one place. So the urgent situations surface automatically in the alerts. So the urgent situations surface automatically in the alert under staff shifts, booking cancellations, venue gap, everything. So nothing gets missed. The full cleaner role is right here, as I demonstrated. All the tiers, reliability, core, node, status, everything, and the team leader can update availability directly on her own login. And here's the part that makes this even better: it runs at zero cost. No more Make.com subscription, no more Airtable licensing fee. The app is deployed on Vercel. As you can see, the Vercel.app, it is deployed on Vercel, free. The database and the backend run on the Supabase, which is also free at this scale. This is Vercel we're using to host, and this is Supabase that we are using as a backend database. The automations that used to run inside Make.com now run as edge functions inside Supabase: schedule job, WhatsApp messages, tier escalation, reminders, all of it built in code, owned completely. So the client went from navigating a no-code backend they didn't understand to having a purpose-built tool their whole team uses every day. Same outcome, better experience, zero ongoing costs. If you want to see how we can do the same for your business, you can get in touch with growstacks.com and we'll be happy to assist you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.